trying something a little bit different today. I'm going to be doing a mission already. I'm actually basically doing a little bit of space cleaning. Elite Dangerous again, for anybody that doesn't recognize. I'm actually going to one of the minor instances that they have in this game. It is basically, you see these little unidentified signal sources. You fly towards them, and to see if there's anything of interest there, if there's any people or anything like that. A lot of times they split off into little pieces. Yeah, there we go, see? So here goes another little chunk of that. I don't know if that was a person or if that was an NPC, but we're about ready to find out. It's not actually an active mission. So, oh, somebody's trying to grab me. Interdiction mode. So basically what's happening now is somebody's trying to yank me out of warp. I do this to other people ordinarily, so it's always kind of interesting whenever I see somebody trying to do it to me. I don't know if you can really tell, but it actually moves. It's not me doing all this. I'm attempting to keep up with this blue circle. If I can, I escape. And it looks like I might make it. As the bar on the left fills, the blue bar, that gets me closer and closer to escape. In that case, I was able to evade it. So, now the problem is, that kind of threw me everywhere as to where I need to go for this original source I was aiming at. You have to be careful of that. I've almost hit the planet twice because of this thing. So, it's definitely a potential problem that you can run into. So, always, always, always be careful of that. So, let's see if there's anybody here I can bust up. I am in one of the Eagle ships. It's like a mid-range fighter sort of ship. Got 3 hard points for mounting attack weapons on. You can mount pretty heavy weapons onto it. It's not the strongest ship in the game, but it's that good mid-range. It's strong enough to be really dangerous and fast enough to be hard to hit. In all honesty, this is the kind of ship I usually live in these kinds of games. The only thing I might move up to in this would be a Cobra Mark III. In the game, though, it's just too expensive right now, especially since it's beta. I'm still just kind of messing around. I'm not really pushing too hard for anything. And I'm about to drop out here. Again, I use the voice commands. That is not part of the game. I've had a couple of people ask me that. It is not part of the game. It's something separate I've set up. So you'll hear me start giving commands here momentarily. Feedback, disengage.
Disengaging warp commander.
There we are. So we're out of warp. Let's see what's here. See if there's anything of use. So there's a ship here. Let's see if it's worth looking at. Nope, that is a Type 9 Heavy. I do not want to screw with something like that right now. That'd be something you'd have a couple of friends to take out. They do buy things, though. I don't think I've picked up anything from... Because I've popped about a half a dozen people. Yeah, see? 6. I'm still only harmless, though. Unfortunately, from the last wipe, I lost all my kills. Kind of sad. Yeah, I've picked up nothing. So I have nothing to sell them. Feedback, engage. Feedback, engage.
Drive charging.
Every once in a while, I've noticed the bandy cam that I use to record all this gives me a little hassle with my voice control system.
Engage.
There we are. And I've put the voice system so unless I say feedback first, it doesn't do anything. Basically, it's like naming your ship. So I've named the ship that, so that way I don't have to worry about any accidental saying disengage. Nothing happens. So I have to actually give that little preface first in order to make sure it actually does obey the command. Let me see if I have anybody else to attack nearby. Does not appear to be so. I'm going to be stopping off at this location, though. I need to refuel. So while we're on that, as I'm slowing down for this place, I'll go ahead and show a couple of these things that people have asked me about as well. So down here in the bottom right, you can see my fuel, the current usage that I'm at per hour. I am using a bigger power plant, so I have a quicker fuel usage. Oh, hold on one second. Another unidentified. These things love to pop up everywhere, so it never hurts to stop and see what one is. Anyway, so fuel use, mass locked. That's whether or not you can engage your drive because there's a large mass nearby. Space station, planet, something like that. Landing gear's self-explanatory. So is the cargo scoop. You scoop up things that have been blown up. Just to the left of that, you have your energy modules. So I currently have most of my energy focused into weapons. That's on purpose, just because I've been doing a lot of fighting. You have your base gauges down here in the middle. I'll go over those in just a minute. I'm about ready to pop into this instance, though, see if there's anything of use. Oh, there's already somebody breaking free. What are you? Johnny Park, expert unknown. He's only in a hauler. And there's nobody there. I bet he was the primary of the instance. So, even if I drop in here, there's probably nothing now. I'll go ahead and give it a shot. If there's nothing in here, I'm immediately going to hop out and go chase after that guy, because his unknown tells me he'd be blocked. Feedback disengage.
Disengaging warp commander.
Oh, I got some sort of contact over here. What are you? Another heavy. I'm not messing with that. Feedback engage.
Drive charging.
You see that's interrupted and it gives you a mass volume ratio. That's because that ship back there is large enough to screw up my ability to jump. Ordinarily that's a little thing, but those ships are so big they give you a factor of 18 for that. So it's a little bit of a hassle.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's engage. See if I can go find that other target before he runs too far away. Nope, already gone. That's unfortunate. Oh, hey, no, that's New Los Angeles. Alright, we're going to head back in here. You have to be careful. When you're not locked on target, you can go by really, really fast. End up making a splat mark out of yourself real easy if you get too close to one of these planets. This may be a person. If it's a person, I don't usually screw with people. Just because if you're starting into the game, I want you to enjoy it. I don't want you to just end up dead. Yeah, see, that's a person. Got the little marker, and then when I go to talk to them, it would give me the feedback on it saying, hey, you know, they're blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he's competent and clean. There's literally no reason to attack him. I'm not going to gain anything from that. There's another couple of markers out here, though. Oh, somebody dangerous. No, nothing of use. A master, and also an eagle. That'd be a bad fight. Mantrid. Huh. Yeah, and then there's the person. Alright, I'm gonna fall back again. Get my location relocked. Oh, hey, another unidentified signal source. These things literally just keep popping up. This is not the same one. When you leave it, from what I've seen almost every single time, they disappear. It's like they never happened. So, we'll see what happens with a little combat here. I want to get into some combat before I end this video. If you're not doing a combat mission, that can be a little flaky sometimes, especially if you're trying to stay on the right side of the law, which I don't have the resources into the game yet to really get into fights with the cops. The cops in this game are no joke. They will straight wipe you out, and most of the time they do it by just sheer volume of numbers. There'll be enough of them to get you. Come on, ease up. Feedback disengage. Missed it. It's okay. I usually do a light loop anyway. It makes it harder for people to do an interdiction on you. Feedback disengage.
Disengaging warp commander.
There we go. Hey, I got a marker already. Something good. Give me something good. Ah, it's a cop. A cop and an eagle. Don't usually see that. Usually they're in those Vipers. Oh, you have an unknown status. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this word scanner out. It's part of the reason I got this. If they have that unknown status where they have a block up, I can run this scan and it'll tell me if they're a problem or not. I do have to keep them locked in though. says he's clean, but I don't know if that's a true clean or if that's a... No, there we go, it didn't finish. Nope, nothing. Clean as a whistle. That's a cop, there's no point in scanning them. Wizard of the This has to be a person. That's funny. I'll go and run a scan just to see if they have anything.
Scan detected.
Nothing. Feedback engage. Oh, gotta be careful of that. Got your stuff out. Feedback engage.
Drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was going to send him a quick message, tell him to have a good day, but I missed the chance. Oh well. This is the only thing I really worry about with this game. I have not really run into much in the way of people. There's a ton of NPCs. They keep it alive and filled with NPCs doing all sorts of stuff, hauling things back and forth, everything. That's my actual goal right there. I'm definitely going to end up looping it at least once at the speed I'm going, because I'm going 0.10 of the speed of light. Yeah, here we go. Light loop. And that's one. Let's see if it's 1 or 2. I've gotten a lot better about the looping. There we go. People are like, oh, you overshot. That's really on purpose, to be perfectly honest. It makes life easier for interdiction. People have a hard time popping you when you're doing that. Feedback disengage.
Disengaging Warp Commander.
This is a different kind of station as well. This is a flat station. It's more like what we currently have with our space station, where it's just a bunch of mismatched parts, not those giant, impossible to build things that you see in the other game sections. Alright, so once you're below 7.5, you can go ahead and ask for a landing. This will either be on top or bottom.
Request granted.
Oh, there we are. I can already see where it's lit up over there. There was somebody here just a minute ago. I just saw him shoot off. You can see kind of the vapor trail over there. Feedback landing gear.
Landing gear toggled.
I actually use the gear as partially a air brake, because whenever you deploy him, it literally cuts your speed in half. I've made some adjustments to my controls. They're taking a little bit getting used to. I actually don't play in the same room as my PC ordinarily. I usually play in a different room. So, because of that, I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, and that's part of the reason that I use the voice attack, is so that way it can basically give me more buttons than the controller can. As far as flight sticks are concerned, the controller works great. I've never had any major problems with it. Feedback full stop.
Full stop Commander.
The only thing I don't like about this is you have to have the correct facing. The game doesn't adjust for you. It expects you to adjust your facing for the game. So, I apparently need to be facing the other way. You know, I don't right turn this far. It's usually tip pointing up, but I have had a couple where I've had to land the other way. I think that's a glitch, though. Like, when I approached, I'm pretty sure that I had the number on the correct side. I'd have to review the video in order to know for sure, though. Come on, pivot. Anytime. There it goes.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So, this is going to be a quick touch and go. I'm just going to get a little bit of fuel. Make sure I don't have any bounties, and do a quick repair on wear and tear. Oh, I got my bounty vouchers I can pick up. These are for the people I've popped. So, just made $1,000. Some change. Nope, nothing. And I have no criminal record. So, I always like to keep that clean, because you'd hate to be fighting a bounty and then turn around and have the cops all of a sudden attack you when they show up. Alright. I love the launch on this thing.
Ship released.
Oh,
Engines engaged.
already loose. That's the one thing I do, and there's nothing above me. Even though I think there's somebody coming in for a landing. Who are you? Ah, already landed. Hey, wait a minute, there's another one. Well, I think there's another one. I think it's the plane. No, maybe it is. The distancing on the map's a little screwy sometimes. Just because, I mean, that time right there, I couldn't tell if I was actually aiming at the space station or if I was aiming at a person. Alright, feedback engage. Oh, mass locked. You know what else helps? Getting the landing gear up. That's easy to do in this game if you're not paying attention, which I've done more than a couple of times. I'll go ahead and hit the gas. Feedback engage. There it goes. Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So I'm just looking through my navigation right now, seeing if any new instances have popped up. I'm not seeing any. I still have a couple of contracts out. I have this one right here, which is basically a go hunt and find this guy and kill him. It's a unique NPC that spawns. Last time I was fighting him, the cops spawned. I'd only been fighting him like a minute, and then the cops spawned and killed him, which took away my kill. They basically sniped my kill, which of course was great, because then I spent all the time hunting him down and find him, and then I lost. He's like $30,000 or $40,000 I'm going to get for beating this one. I have a couple of fines. This fine's a glitch. I have yet to be able to get rid of it, because it says I have 0 fine when I go there, but then when I actually go to look, it's like, oh yeah, you totally have a fine. So I have a fine, but I don't have a fine. Alright, let's see, what are you? Viper. Dangerous, you're clean. There's no point in attacking you. I'm not going to get any money. What I'm looking for is somebody with a wanted status. If I can find somebody with a wanted status, I'll get paid for killing them. Oh, here we are. Unidentified signal source. Start hitting the brakes. I am way too fast. That's the only thing I don't like. Sometimes they spawn right in front of you. Come on. Brakes, 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 brakes. Do a little wave. See if I can get it to slow quicker. Nope. Gonna loop at least once. No, we're dropping pretty quick. They have improved the braking in this a lot. It used to be that you'd loop 4 or 5 times before you could slow down enough. But much easier to work with here. Get ready to dump out. Man, that better not be a person that just dropped out of that. Nope, that's the other guy. He's coming for the same thing I am. Feedback disengage.
Disengaging Warp Commander.
It's probably actually a person too. Ah, here we go. What we got? What we got? Ah, it's a cop. What's this over here? More clean people. That's boring. Yeah. Clean people and cops. Feedback engage.
Drive charging.
So you see it disrupted by a factor of 10 in the upper right hand corner. Well, somebody scanned me. They're looking to see if I'm interesting in any way, shape, or form. I'm not, so. Yeah, see? System authority, clear. Carry on. That's why you don't want to have a bounty on your head when you're out bounty hunting. You will be dead pretty quickly. Come on. Yeah, that factor of 10 really slows down your charge. That's why it was funny earlier when I saw that giant vessel give me such a high factor number. Because 3 other ships only give me a factor of 10. So that vessel was enormous. I don't usually screw with those big ones yet. I have gotten in with a couple of other people, and we've taken down something like that. Well, this gives you a little feel for the navigation. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now, just because I've been looking pretty hard. I've yet to find anything, despite having found about 4 or 5 things to kill earlier. Yep, another cop. So, I'll probably go ahead and start shooting another video here in a bit when I actually do find something worth attacking. Thanks for watching.